let's find a comfortable position and just start by taking a few deep breaths. Slowing down the breathing. And I would invite us, before we enter anything specific, to do just a few rounds of box breathing. And that can be at whatever pace, at whatever rhythm feels good to you. It can be 5-5-5-5 or 6-6-6-6 or even 7-7-7-7. The idea of box breathing is that you are breathing in, holding, exhaling, and holding all for about the same length. So I'll let you do that at your own pace, and you can count the seconds within yourself, or you can do it by just feeling it. I'll just give you about a minute of box breathing, maybe two. And now you can continue doing that, but now try to hold your breath after the in-breath a little bit longer, and even much longer if you feel like it. And you can return to a normal breathing, slow in breath and exhale. And I'd like you to keep your left hand out on your lap in receiving mode, palms facing upwards, and your right hand on your heart, on your central heart area. And in a percentage scale, so on a scale of 0 to 100, asking your heart, how safe do you feel right now on a scale of 1 to 100? And the reason why we're asking that is also because we know now also that the heart is actually sending the signals, sending way more signals to the brain than the brain sending to the body. So it's quite relevant to feel into how safe does my heart feel, because your heart is sending a lot of signals to your brain. And that will then determine a lot of signals that are going out from your brain, as in safety or unsafety and stress signals. And any number your heart is giving you now is okay. There's no right and wrong. It is just what it is. And I'd like you to now feel into what we just talked about in terms of like, my heart feels unsafe because I feel my expectations are being violated. I feel I cannot trust. I feel like we had an agreement, or I made these vows and agreements, some of them even subconscious or unconscious, with these people. And they were violated. I was betrayed. And I can't let that go. Also in the sense of I can't open up. I can't open my heart. Doesn't feel safe. And where do you feel that in your body? That response to the violation of expectations, the betrayal. Where do you feel that in your body? Is that somewhere else? I know we really tune into your heart, but feel into whether that has another place in your body. Is there a color? Is there a texture? First, in your heart, what is the color in your heart right now? What color do you sense in your heart space right now with that percentage of safety? And tuning into the sense of betrayal, and wherever you felt that in your body, does that have a color too? And again, maybe it's the same. Maybe it is in your heart, or it's at least connected to your heart and the safety you're feeling in your heart. And let's start tapping on the side of our hands. And let's just acknowledge, I feel like my expectations were violated. I feel like the agreements weren't honored. There were promises made, vows taken, contracts, subconscious and unconscious, and conscious. And I feel like they were all violated. And I don't know how this can happen. And it makes me feel unsafe. This disappointed me so much. This hurt me so much. This left me with so much disbelief that my heart is feeling unsafe. That my heart cannot fully open. That my heart cannot send signals of complete safety. And I choose to love myself right now anyway. Even though I really feel betrayed. I had these expectations and there was nothing wrong with them. But somehow they were made wrong. Somehow what we agreed upon, what seemed so crystal clear, so aligned, all of a sudden was made wrong. All of a sudden I felt even there was something wrong with me. And I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Feeling all of these violated expectations, and I feel so much disappointment. I feel so hurt. And even angry. I feel disappointed and hurt and angry. About all of this, about all of those agreements, all of those vows, all of these promises, and somehow all of a sudden they seem to mean nothing. And it makes me feel like I mean nothing. That I wasn't worthy, that I was too much or too little. That there was something wrong with these expectations in the first place. And right now, I choose to accept myself anyway. And let's tap through the points and let's tune into the part of your body where you feel that sense of betrayal, that response, and see if it is in your heart. But let's tune into the betrayal first in case it has a different spot, in case it has a different location. Eyebrow points. This betrayal, this disappointment, this hurt due to all the violated expectations, all the broken agreements, promises, vows. Side of the eyes, all the broken agreements of what I thought was sacred, of what I thought meant something. Under your eyes. But somehow it didn't. Somehow it didn't mean enough to be kept safe, to be kept sacred, to be followed. Under your nose, all of the disappointment, all of the hurt, all of the betrayal. Under your mouth, making my heart feel unsafe. And as we now tap on the collarbone points, and as we tune into that betrayal with all of the disappointment and all of the hurt, I'd like you to tune in and feel into how old are you feeling right now, feeling all of this. How old? What is the age? The real age that is coming up. What you are feeling right now. Tune in with that little one. That little one that after all of this disappointment may have made this internal promise towards yourself now to keep the heart safe by closing it, to keep the heart safe by keeping a feeling of unsafety. So that nothing worse would happen to it. And connect with that little one and see if you can pick that little one up. If you can let that little one know that you are here. Let them know, I am so sorry. I am so sorry you experienced this. This wasn't okay. There was nothing wrong with your expectations. There was nothing wrong with you. And it had nothing to do with you that they couldn't meet those expectations. Let them know you are infinitely and unconditionally worthy and loved just because you exist. It is your divine birthright. And there is no other option. And I'm so sorry that you learned something else to be true, but it is not the truth. Whatever you learned here is not the truth. It was your reality, and I am sorry. I am so sorry. And see what it is they need. What does that little one need to express or say? Any anger, give them complete freedom, complete safety to express whatever it is they need to express. And I guess for some of us, it will be anger. So without censorship, let them express their anger in whatever shape or form they want. No censorship. And also, what's again important towards this little one, you are not offering them any explanations on why these adults were violating these expectations. All of they didn't know any better, they tried their best. We are not bringing that into this conversation. This is about you and them. It was not okay that that happened. Whatever the reason was, you didn't deserve it. You were the little one. You were the one that was meant to be, that should have been protected, that should have received messages of worthiness, that you matter, that your expectations matter, that your feelings matter, that your needs matter. Not just the basic needs, not just a roof over your head and some food. The needs of being heard, of being seen, of being loved, of being nurtured on all levels. All of those are parts of the basic needs. Of being kept safe, not just physically, but also emotionally. So give them the freedom to express. No censorship. And use your breath if you need to. If you need to get into it, using your breath, breathe it out. All those stuck emotions, all of the stuck anger, let them move. Use your breath to move them. Let your breath catalyze, purify, freeing yourself of everything that has been stuck. All that was unspoken, you can speak it now. All that this was not fair. This was not okay. I don't accept this. Feel free to express any profanities, fire, water, yelling, can be as violent as it needs to be. Again, no censorship. Free yourself, free your own body, free the body of that little one, of the chains, of the burden, of all of those unprocessed feelings. And I'd like us to do what we've done here before. I'd like you to envision healing, transformational waters of light that you and your little one now bask in, flowing through you and around you. Golden